Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for May 29. Work is far advanced on the establishment of the framework for a public-private partnership PPP policy. Finance and Planning Minister Dr. Peter Phillips says a PPP secretariat has been set up at the Development Bank of Jamaica. PPPs are a long-term performance-based approach for procuring public infrastructure where the private sector assumes a major share of the risks and financial output. This means government would not have to find the money to pay for urgently needed infrastructure.
Members of the local private sector have already expressed serious interest in participating in the government's PPP program. We have already received attractive proposals for the funding of projects in the private sector. We welcome this interest, and I can say here, Mr. Speaker, we will be responding and pursuing these projects with some urgency.
The areas being targeted for these kinds of partnerships include infrastructure projects such as port facilities, schools, transportation and hospitals. Government will be offering a tax credit for investment in the development of some renewable energy devices. Finance Minister Dr. Peter Phillips announced recently that the tax credit will apply to the development of solar water heaters and photosensitive semiconductor devices. He indicated that this was in keeping both with government's objective of promoting renewable energy and advancing productivity.
To achieve this, innovation and entrepreneurship must be placed at the center of policy. What we want to do is to find a way to walk hand in hand with those companies that are prepared to engage in innovative activities, including training of their workers to enhance productivity.
In the meantime, the Finance Minister says eliminating GCT on solar panels will help householders and small business enterprises to reduce their energy costs and diversify Jamaica's energy mix. This too, he says, is critical for growth and prosperity. Students and teachers of the Kendall Basic School in Hanover now have improved access to water for drinking and sanitary purposes. The National Child Month Committee erected 2 large water storage tanks at the school recently. Residents of the community came out to help build stands for the tanks and connect pipes and fittings. The school's principal expressed gratitude, pointing out that the water tanks would allow the school to better carry out its mission of providing quality education in a friendly and enriching environment. Jamaica is hosting a PAHO WHO Caribbean Sub-Regional Training Workshop on the chikungunya virus. Chikungunya is an insect-borne virus transmitted by the Aedes albopictus mosquito from the same species of mosquito that transmits dengue fever. It's a debilitating disease which has long-term arthritic effects that can hinder movement and the use of the hands and feet. There is currently no vaccine or antiviral treatment. The workshop, which is taking place at the Pegasus Hotel from May 28 to 30, is focusing on training public health staff from Caribbean countries on the detection, diagnosis, clinical management and prevention of chikungunya. There have been reports of outbreaks of the disease in India and other parts of Asia within the last 12 months. Director of Emergency, Disaster Management and Special Services in the Health Ministry, Dr. Marion Bullock-Lucas, says Jamaica has to ensure its preparedness in light of the travel and trade between the countries of the Caribbean and chikungunya endemic countries. The workshop involves 61 participants from 22 countries. And finally, the Jamaica Defence Force commemorated the achievement of Jamaican and other West Indian soldiers who obtained Britain's highest award for bravery in battle, the Victoria Cross, with a dinner at the Jamaica Officers Club at Up Park Camp on Friday. Minister of National Security Peter Bunting acknowledged the gallantry of the soldiers who received the awards and others who labor daily without recognition. Their service, he said, was vastly underappreciated.
We don't have to go very far back in history to appreciate. We only need to go back to May 2010, when without the JDF, we may have very well been on the brink of becoming a narco state.
Each year, units of the Jamaica Regiment stage a number of commemorative events to honor the memory of the first non-European soldiers to be awarded the Victoria Cross, Sergeant William Gordon of Jamaica and Private Samuel Hodge of the Virgin Islands. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.